Top 15 movies of the year. Let's do it. A few quick honorable mentions before I get started. Past Lives, Talk to Me, Blackberry, TMNT, Mutant Mayhem. All films I really enjoyed. They didn't crack the top 15, but I really enjoyed them. I wanted to give them a shout out. In 15th, I have The Covenant. I'm only going to really talk about the first 10 in depth. Covenant's cool. I liked it. The action was cool. It's an underrated hit from this film. In 14th, I have Asteroid City. I think the cast is great in this. That ending, I don't get the play. Doesn't matter. Just keep telling it. A beautiful ending. One of my favorite endings from the whole year. In 13th, I have The Killer. Michael Fassbender is great. The action in this is really cool. I like this one a lot. Check it out. It's on Netflix if you want some good hitman kind of spy killer espionage. In 12th place, I have Mission Impossible. Tom Cruise brings the action again in this one, as does the rest of the cast. I think it's a lot of fun. The stunts are crazy. It's a great spy film. And then in 11th, I have The Boy and the Heron. Miyazaki, I hope the guy never retires. The score is great. I saw the English version, so sorry if that's like weird of me, but I thought they were all really cool. All right, top 10 time. Number 10, I have Poor Things. First of all, Emma Stone deserves all the awards for this. She just won the Golden Globe the other night for it, and she deserves the Oscar. I really hope that she gets it. One of the most dynamic performances of the year, just from everyone across the board. We see her fall in love with life through all of these crazy scenarios with all of these messed up dudes. Mainly Mark Ruffalo, who is hilarious in this film, by the way. It is a comedy film too, and I think it does a good job of being that. I was laughing, people in the theater were laughing, and I liked this one. If you're not pushed away by nudity in film, a lot of nudity, sometimes maybe too much nudity, I like this one still. In 9th place, I have Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I feel like not a lot of people are going to put it on their list, but I am. I thought it was such a fitting send-off for the Guardians as a group, for Rocket, who is, dude, the emotional weight, the emotional core of the story. And oh man, it gets me. Let's fly away, baby, into the forever one last time. It's an emotional film. It has some good laughs. Everything with Rocket and his friends is just absolutely devastating, soul crushing, but it also has some really high highs. I liked this one. And then after that, I have The Holdovers. The Holdovers is a very warm and like cozy kind of film. You watch it in Christmas time. Paul Giamatti, Dominic Sessa, I think that's how you name Sessa, something like that. He is amazing. How they just found this dude? What the hell? Where are these actors at? The connection that these three leads have is incredible. It just shows you a lot of different sides of humanity that it's always good to get a refresher on, you know, to see these human connections, these unlikely people forming bonds, forming these close relationships. It's a wholesome movie. It's a warm movie, and Paul Giamatti is terrific. In 7th, I have Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. The animation in this is probably the best animation for a film probably ever, and the cast is great. We got those villainous additions of Jason Schwartzman and Oscar Isaac, who stand out in their roles, as does Daniel Kaluuya as what's his name, British Spider-Man, Spider-Punk. It's a great continuation of Miles' story, and I'm really excited to see where it ends, although it just sucks that this film ends on the cliffhanger it does. So pissed about that. Up next, I have Dream Scenario. This one was a bit of a surprise for me. Everyone's having dreams about the same guy. Some good, some bad. And dude, it's a very interesting film on cancel culture. And you really feel bad for Nicolas Cage in this film. This guy, he gets famous like overnight, and at first he's a little excited about it, and it's kind of like adorable. He's like, oh yeah, you know, I'm famous. You want pictures? I'll take pictures after class, but I still have to teach my history lesson today. That's enjoyable, but then the whole world turns on him, and it gets dark and sad, and Nicolas Cage, that monologue he gives, that like he films a YouTuber apology, it's terrific acting. I think should land him a nomination for the Oscars. He's that damn good, man. In 5th, I have The Iron Claw. Look, I'm a brother. I have tons of brothers. I'm a son. Okay, I used to do sports. This one hit me hard. The story of the Von Erichs family is beautifully crafted and told by everyone involved. Zac Efron in particular, hot damn, he's amazing in this. The wrestling sequences in this too, I actually think deserve a lot of credit because they're really cool, they're interesting, and even if you're not particularly interested in the style of wrestling, I think you'll enjoy it. But the real meat of the story comes down to the relationship between these brothers and this curse that is following them around. Their relationship with their dad, who's pushing them into this, finding their purpose in sports, and then finding their purpose outside and after sports. It's an emotional journey. I love it. I love everything it has to say. It's shot beautifully. Everything is great. But my fourth favorite movie of the year is John Wick Chapter 4. This is just such a energetic movie that just holds your attention for every single second. Damn. The characters feel ripped straight out of like an anime, and how epic it feels. They make every character feel unique still in this franchise. All the new characters, I'm talking the Marquis, the Tracker, I'm talking Kane, but yet they don't feel like just gimmicks. Like, this is this guy's thing, is he's blind, and this is this guy's thing, he has a dog. They are all fun characters that work so well in the John Wick universe. I think the action and the stunt team this is some of their finest work yet. I loved this one. From start to end, it's entertaining. You just really want to see a film like this. In third place, though, I have Killers of the Flower Moon, this sad and tragic journey of the Osage and dealing with Robert De Niro. Oh, man, Robert. Oh, dang it, Bobby. You son of a gun. Leonardo DiCaprio, of course, is great. Lily Gladstone, terrific. I think Robert De Niro might be the standout for me, though. I loved him in this, such a evil and just slimy villain. But of course, Scorsese, the boy himself, is at the top of his game, and the dude's like 80-something years old. It's really miraculous. We need to appreciate this guy. My grandparents can't do that. The way it's shot, the messages of it, the themes of it, it's heartbreaking, it's soul-crushing with small pockets of light and humanity peeking through, especially towards the end. This is a roller coaster of emotions that is crafted to perfection. In second place, though, I have Godzilla -1. Don't even know what to say. It brings all the epicness of a Godzilla film with an actual emotional core and human characters that we really care about. We really get invested in. Amazing work. Everyone's talking about the small budget. It is incredible what the team accomplished with this. It's such a good film. Go run to see it if you haven't. Probably the best Godzilla film of all time. I can't wait to see it again. An absolute must-watch for this year. And then in first place, I have Oppenheimer. This one I have thought about since I saw it back in, June or whenever it came out. First of all, the cast. Let's talk about the cast. Cillian Murphy, RDJ, you got Emily Blunt, you got Matt Damon. Everyone in this film is incredible. And then Christopher Nolan throws in all these DLC actors at you. You're like, Benny Safdie, what are you doing here? Josh Peck, what are you doing here? And somehow he balances it all so well to where I feel like I know every character's role in this project and all of their contributions to it, what they're doing, who's doing the math, and who's doing this, and who's doing this. It feels like this huge ensemble historical drama that tells this story of Oppenheimer more than World War II and Japan and the bomb. This guy and like the hope and the soul being sucked out of him and the toll that it takes on him dealing with all of that guilt. Like I said, I've thought about it so much ever since I saw it. It is a masterpiece of a film, a near instant classic. I think that if you like history, you have to watch this film. It is an absolute must watch. If you like movies, I understand it's not for everyone. It is really long, but I think it's paced incredibly well to where I want to watch this thing all the time, dude. It's that damn good. The music too, the visual storytelling. I could talk about this thing all day long, but I'm not going to. That's my top 15 movies of the year. What films are your favorites? Thanks so much for watching. Hit subscribe. I'll talk to you later.